Jim, are you ready for the Corey Miller Show?
Yes.
Here's 5 on your sideline.
Five on Your Sideline is sponsored by Sidon Stricker Nobi John Deere.
Welcome into 5 on Your Sideline. I am Corey Miller, and it is officially February. 1 month left until the madness begins in the world of basketball. And the high school and college teams we're featuring tonight figure to be right in the mix. The kids are up first, though, so let's get to those highlights. First up, a good football rivalry. Let's see how Timberland and Howell match up on the basketball court. Timberland thinks they're taking it up the court. Jeremiah Panawa says, nope, I'll take 2. Later, it's Howell's Jude James with the steal. He gets the finish at the other end. Francis Howell wins 69-41. Bank of O'Fallon shootout. Great Cross River matchup. Cardinal Ritter and O'Fallon girls. Demijah Bowles may be 6'2", but she can shoot it from 3 for the Panthers. That's good. Ritter can shoot it as well. This is Kiera Williams for 3 for the Lions, but man, is O'Fallon good. Haley Tart sinks the triple as O'Fallon beats Cardinal Ritter and a nail-biter 41-40. SLU at DeSmet with the Junior Bills rocking the pink jerseys to fight cancer. Those are sharp. Tashawn Henton is always in our highlights. Nice 3 for DeSmet from the corner. Then the top assist man in town, Aaron Walker Jr. is going to do it himself. He gets 2 for SLU. Fun highlight here. Junior Bills get the huge block, but Riley Massey's there to clean up the trash for DeSmet. And the Spartans get a big-time win over SLU, 57-47. Borgia in the midst of a great season on the road at St. Dominic. Here's Grant Schroeder with the triple for Borgia. He's fired up, firing his teammates up. St. Dominic has the home crowd energy. That's Jack Rappa. Nice finish at the rim on the fast break. But Borgia was better on the fast break tonight. Caden Potkey gets the bucket as Borgia gets the win, 54-47 over St. Dominic. Melville at Parkway West in a night to fight ALS for the Longhorn family. Check out this spin cycle from Melville's Marcus Jacobs. Ooh, that'll do. But here's the play of the night. Gannon Snyder up court to Tyler King to Brady Cool for the slam. Okay, we got to see that again in slow motion. My goodness. Parkway West defends home court with the 66-52 win. We've introduced you to a lot of great teams this season on 5 on Your Sideline, and we've got another one tonight. They happen to be one of the best teams in the entire state of Illinois. The Columbia Eagles are having a season for the ages. They're 24-2 and on a 16-game winning streak coming into tonight. The top-ranked team in the entire state of Illinois at Class 2A, Columbia is led by 1,000-point scorer Dylan Murphy and a team with big goals. The Eagles haven't been to the state tourney in over 20 years and think this is the team that could get them back.
Columbia basketball has meant a lot to me my whole life, and you know, it's just a thing that I get to represent that I'm super proud of.
The kids know that we've got a big old bullseye on our chest and it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we don't really address it very much. We're calm about it and the kids keep things in check.
We're one of the best, but we all said it's like right now the rankings don't matter. It looks good for you and all that, and it looks good on paper, but at the end it's that end. We want to be number 1 at the end.
Eagles without their 1,000-point man Dylan Murphy tonight, taking on another great team in 25 Jabot. And I may be wrong, but I think that's Moses part in the Red Sea in the student section. Nice job. This is nice too. Jack Steckler with the drive for 2 for Columbia. Then it's 6'8" sophomore Sam Donald with the jumper up high. We're going to be hearing his name a lot. Jabot has a nice play too with this slick pass to Cameron Hamby for the bucket, but it's not enough. Columbia wins 51-45. The win streak is now at 17. In the St. Louis area, many kids grow up with dreams of hitting the ball at Busch Stadium for the Cardinals. Francis Howell North's Ritu Singh has a similar dream. It's just that her bat and ball look a little bit different than those at Busch Stadium. Every day you can find 16-year-old Ritu Singh and her dad Ranjit right here at DTJ Academy in St. Charles, using the baseball and softball facility to hone Singh's skills in cricket,
and I started playing men's league when I was 9, and I started playing men's hardball league, which is like the more professional league, when I was 12.
Actually, boys were playing and she was only a girl, but she was ahead of the boys all the time. So she always scored and hit the ball harder than the boys.
She still gets some confused looks from classmates unfamiliar with the game, one of the most popular in the world, but they soon come around.
And I have to explain the sport like briefly to them, how it's 2 bases, you run between them, you get no fouls, no strikes. And they get a little bit confused, but then they also think it's really cool. My softball team, they started playing a video game, like a cricket video game, because I introduced the sport to them.
And this isn't just a hobby for Singh. It's something she's become one of the best in the country at. She recently traveled to South Africa with the United States U19 team to compete against the best in the world.
Just the whole process of playing like that at an international stadium, and like just a ground that's like 20 times better than anything I've played at locally. Just everything in general made it feel like a dream come true.
She's really not here to play around, Ritu Singh.
To play against the best in the U.S., Singh often has to travel far away from Missouri to find adequate competition.
You'll not believe, but I've been on road like 3/4 of my time. It has just given me pleasure watching her. I have recorded every game of hers.
But the hope is that by 2028, cricket will find a place in the Olympics, with Singh's sights set on making the team. And don't worry, her skills as a trampoline gymnast may get her to the Olympics anyway.
Yeah, that's like a plan B.
But for now, it's all about cricket, growing the sport here locally and getting better every day training with Dad.
That would be like a dream as well, because playing against women, like not having to travel 8-9 hours to play just with girls my age, that's like something I haven't experienced here locally yet. I've always had to travel, or many people had to travel here to play.
Cricket has given a reason for me to actually connect with her, and that means a lot. To me, that's the biggest incentive of her taking the sport, because that has been a connection for her and me. I just hope that the girls in the US look at girls like her, and take the sport, and become part of it.
There was an insane performance in front of a sold-out crowd at Chaifetz Arena tonight, but Bills fans probably didn't appreciate it too much. We're talking college hoops after the break. If the Billikens could script any way to bounce back from a bad loss at Fordham last time out, this is how they would set it up. At home, with the first sold-out crowd at Chaifetz Arena since 2020, Billiken Blizzard night in the stands, and a chance to beat VCU and hop back into first place in the A-10. A good thought on paper, and Chaifetz was definitely rocking tonight. Gibson Jimerson, he was the best player for SLU tonight. He sinks the first half three, and he led SLU with 24 points. Tight game late, SLU staying in it with this slam from TJ Hargrove, but VCU's best player could not miss, and that's the story tonight. Adrian Baldwin Jr. dropped 37 points on SLU tonight, more than half of his entire team's total points. Bills fall 73-65 for their second loss in a row.
Yeah, give VCU credit. You know, they just really rode one guy who we struggled with, and we were trying several different things, and obviously they didn't work. Just a lot of mental mistakes. There's about as many mental mistakes that we've made in a long time.
Mizzou will be back in action tomorrow against Mississippi State. I was in Columbia earlier this week as Dennis Gates' Tigers topped LSU for win number 17 on the season. Mizzou Arena was sure rocking. Kobe Brown was a star again with 26 points, including 5 three-pointers. And Mizzou is still concerned with just one team, their own.
You know, our fans continue to show up, and that's the blessing in it all, because it is really a true home court advantage for us, and our guys feed off that.
Kobe Brown can shoot the leather off the ball. I know the first shot he hit, I gave him a little flip back, he shot it, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
We had to rediscover it, and it was almost like we were fighting. Coach, so you saying you want me to shoot this? Yes, Kobe, I want you to shoot that. No hesitation. I will sub you out if I think you're not shooting the ball that you should shoot.
Just the trust between each other and the coaching staff. Just the connectivity. Just having fun with it. Like it doesn't feel like a job. We're just here playing basketball and going to school. Sort of like high school, really. It's fun.
I tell my players all the time the biggest opponent is who?
Ourselves.
Ourselves. And we don't compare ourselves to anybody. I don't think you can live your life like that. That's not the right way. That when they become successful husbands, fathers, businessmen, even now, if you sit there and compare yourself to other people or other programs, you lose out on really the what's being taught in the journey. It's April 1st, April 3rd. That's been our goal since day one. But also, the only ranking that matters is on what day, fellas?
April 4th.
April 4th. There you have it. See?
Of course, that's after the NCAA tournament. Who knows how much longer Vladimir Tarasenko will be wearing a Blues sweater, but he was in one tonight. We'll go to the All-Star Skills Competition after the break.
Sunday night on Sports Plus. In the blue corner, Kelly Chase. And in the other blue corner, Tony Twist. Over 3,000 career penalty minutes. Live, no holds barred, coming out swinging. Chase and Twist, 10:30 Sunday night.
I cannot wait for that on Sunday night. And I think this year's Blues couldn't wait for the All-Star break. With the falling in the standings, it's getting close to time to finding out if the team's going to be buyers or sellers. One guy they could look to sell is this year's All-Star. A little St. Louis flavor at All-Star Skills Night. There's Patty Maroon on ringside reporting duty. Of course, the Kachuk boys are there. And there's Vladdy. He competed in the accuracy shooting event and did not advance. The All-Star game itself is tomorrow afternoon. That will do it for 5 on Your Sideline tonight. I'm Corey Miller. We got a lot of college basketball coming your way tomorrow, so you'll want to be right back here for all of that. Have a great night, St. Louis.
Five on Your Sideline was sponsored by Seidenstricker Nobi John Deere.